Welcome back to Zulu Mama, where culture meets flavor and tradition tells a story. Today, we are diving into a dish that might surprise you. Inyama yangaphakathi or tribe versus the Italian trippa. Two countries, two continents, but one shared love for cooking every part of the cow. Now, let's see how these two worlds connect through food. In Zulu culture, nothing goes to waste. Every part of the animal has meaning and purpose. Inyama yangaphakathi literally means the meat from inside, and we sometimes call it insides. It includes tripe, liver, intestines, and sometimes the heart. It's cooked slowly over fire or boiled with salt and onions until tender. This dish is more than just food. It's a symbol of respect for animal, a reminder of where we come from, and a taste of home shared during family gatherings, weddings, and even after ceremonies. You'll often find it served with uphuthu, the crumbly maize meal, or pap. And sometimes we'd have it with ujeqe or idombolo. And of course, that smoky aroma tells you it's ready. Now let's travel to Italy, where trippa holds just as much tradition. In Rome, Florence, and Naples, tripe is a street and comfort food. The Italians slow cook it in rich tomato sauce, garlic, olive oil, and herbs like basil and parsley. Each region has its own twist. Trippa alla Romana adds mint and pecorino cheese, while trippa alla Florentina is all about deep tomato flavor and bread for dipping. Just like the Zulu version, Italian trippa is a dish passed down for generations, rooted in resourcefulness, love, and culture. What's beautiful is how both dishes tell the same story in different languages. Respect, patience, and pride in heritage. Zulu people boil it over open fire. Italians simmer it in sauce. One is eaten with uphuthu or ujeqe. The other one is eaten with crusty bread. Yet both bring people together around the table. This is proof that food connects us, no matter where we are from. So, whether it's inyama yangaphakathi in South Africa or trippa alla romana in Italy, both dishes remind us of our roots, our creativity, and the heart that goes into every meal. If you loved this food story, hit like, share it with a friend who loves culture and cuisine, and don't forget to subscribe for more Zulu Mama episodes where tradition meets taste. And let me know in the comments, have you tried tripe before? And how is it cooked in your culture?